Hey Logan.
I know, President Pelton is in the building.
We're going to talk LA, LGBT, and much more with Emerson's president.
Coming up, President Lee Pelton stops by the Fast Forward Rewind set.
Plus, Keto Shimizu, writer for the CW's Arrow.
Hello, loyal viewers. Welcome to Fast Forward Rewind. I'm Logan Levitt.
And I'm Anthony Chase. We have a very special guest to start tonight's show off. Lee Pelton, president of Emerson College, is in the studio with us.
President Pelton, thank you so much for joining us.
Well, thanks, guys. It's really great to be here. Thanks
Great
for
to have
asking.
you.
It's good to be here.
So let's start with the fact that Emerson College was recently named the #1 LGBT school, friendly school in the country.
Right.
What did that mean to you personally, and what do you think that means for Emerson College?
Well, I was very proud of that, and I'm sure all of our students and all of our faculty and alumni are proud as well. You know, we're a community where we pride ourselves on diversity and affirmation, and inclusive excellence really is the foundation of everything that we do here. So we're really, really thrilled that the rest of the world and the nation understand what a terrific place we are.
Right.
Yeah.
Another aspect that we've been proud of recently are the changes going on in LA. I've had alumni actually come up to me and say they're jealous of the new students because of all the opportunities that they're going to get. Could you talk a little bit about what's going on down there?
Well, you know, we've been in LA since 1986, so this is not new. But what is new is this gorgeous, fabulous, iconic building. It's a living learning center. It'll house 200 students per semester. It's now open to seniors for internships, and in the future it'll be open to juniors and seniors. It's an opportunity for students from all disciplines, from all majors, to come in LA and participate in internships and learning programs and academic programs. And it really puts us on the map in the West Coast.
That's great to hear. Now, speaking of new additions, can you talk a little about the new dining hall services?
Well, I can. You know, if you ask students what they want in dining services, they want quality, they want choice, they want flexibility, and they want value. And we were not doing very well in any of those categories. And so we felt over the summer that we needed to make a change. And so we brought in a new food service provider this year. And we've said to them, we want you to provide excellence in all of those areas. So we're very excited about that. And, you know, all the pizza you can eat, too.
Well, it is tough to please 1,000 students' different taste buds, but I think we're getting a handle on it. This week is orientation week, though. It's a very exciting week because you're a man of the people. You're out there helping students move in on the streets.
Right.
What would you say is your favorite part about this week?
Well, the entire week. I mean, you know, it just energizes me. For me, this is the beginning of the new year. I've been doing this for a long, long time. I like helping to move students in. I love greeting all of the first-year students when they enter into Majestic on orientation day. Our OL staff is just terrific. And so it's a great beginning, and the weather is wonderful, and it's really terrific.
So are there any other changes coming to Emerson College and the Boston campus that you can think of that new students can look forward to?
Well, you know, there are lots of changes. I might mention the changes that we're making in athletics. You know, we're in a new athletic conference this year, the NUMAC, the New England Women's and Men's Conference. It includes MIT and Mount Holyoke and Smith and a bunch of other, you know, really great schools. And so we've already made this year some significant investments, almost $500,000 worth of investments in our intercollegiate athletic program. And so we're excited about that and really looking forward to the new competitive set that we're in this year.
That's great to hear. Now, we have a few gifts for him.
Right, since you run the show on the Emerson campus, we run this little show. But, you know, you are the overall commander-in-chief, so we had a couple of different things that we wanted to give you. This one is your very own credential for the Emerson orientation.
Well, I thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I'm very pleased.
We also have a Emerson Channel shirt for you, so now you're officially part of the orientation series.
I'll wear it with pride. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Pelton, for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
It was great to have you. One of my favorite parts of orientation week is the date doctor out of all the events we have, despite the fact he told me my long-distance relationship wouldn't last that long.
He also told me I'd be forever single. Now let's send it to someone who will also be forever single, Mike Cantalupo, with tonight's events.
That hurt. That really hurt. I'm about to head over to the Cutler, and this time I am so excited. It's Date Doctor Night, baby! Orientees, get ready. This event is one you'll remember for the rest of your time here at Emerson. Now, last night, the OLs put on a hell of a show at the Welcome to Emerson Show. Let's recap what happened. Everywhere you've turned, you've probably seen an OL dancing, but this time, you get to see them on the beautiful Cutler Majestic stage. This is the Welcome to Emerson Show. As an RA, do you look forward to this show now every year?
Oh, absolutely. It's great. Yeah, every year. It was fun freshman year, and it's fun every time.
How has your OL experience been so far?
Well, this is my second year, and I love it more than ever. It's just so much fun.
What can we expect from tonight's dance?
Lots of dancing, lots of twerking.
Oh! Twerk, 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 twerk. Oh! Oh! Twerk, 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 twerk. Is that the advice you have for the incoming orientees?
Chicken and potatoes. Eat it and you'll get big and strong and healthy.
This is the first time that we have all of the new students in one space. Not only do we give them a lot of information with the services video, but we also give them a sneak peek at what fun it is to be an orientation leader.
What did you think of the show?
Oh, I loved it. It was awesome.
How do you think of their dancing skills over there?
I'm jealous. Like, I wanted to be up.
I wish we could say that this was a television segment, but really in the end it was all about the dancing today. There's so many more events. Tomorrow it is fun-filled. I'm Mike Cantalupo. Back to you, Mike Cantalupo. Thanks, Mike Cantalupo. Now, as I previously mentioned, it's Date Doctor Night. Baby, get your pen and paper and take some notes on how you can become the smoothest player in the game. Next to me, of course. The events don't end there. 9 a.m. tomorrow is your chance to meet all of the folks in your department. It starts off in the Cutler. Couple of open houses for you tomorrow. Get your read on at the Iwasaki Library open house at 1:30, and then get your lift on at the Fitness Center open house at 1. Now back to you two single men.
Now it's time to fast forward to our first commercial break.
But when we get back, we'll rewind on Lucy's Boston adventures.
Being away from home and surrounded by great food made it hard to keep my fitness in check. I was starting to gain the pesky freshman 15, and I knew it was time to take action. Hi, I'm Anthony Monzon, and I lost 15 pounds in 15 minutes at the Emerson College Fitness Center. The gym is located in the basement of the little building. It's fully stocked with all of the equipment you need to get a body like mine. Signing up for students is free, and the results are priceless. Noteworthy is one of Emerson's most prominent a cappella groups. They put the in a cappella. Acquired Taste is another a cappella group on campus that accepts less experienced singers. Started up last year, these guys and girls have taken Emerson by storm. Acapellics Anonymous is another very prominent group on campus. Their main hook is that they incorporate scripts from popular plays and musicals into their performances.
Welcome back. This week we are following Lucy Deller around during her first week at Emerson.
Tonight we hear about her first adventures throughout the wonderful city of Boston.
Today I met up with my old OL group, and my OLs are Jesse and Z. We were gonna tour Boston today, so we walked down to the North End and we went to this place called Mike's Pastries. Most of us got cannolis and they were so super good. And then we walked to the aquarium and we saw the seal. Then we saw this breakdancing group and they were doing tricks and stuff and they were really funny, and so we were watching them for a while, and then they actually ended up pulling me into their act and I was totally freaked out. they put me in a line with other people, and you know, they were breakdancers, so they were doing flips and stuff, and they ended up flipping over me. It was pretty much the craziest day to start my orientation week off. It's so hot outside, my feet are killing me, but it was such a fun day.
Keto Shimizu is a writer for the CW show Arrow, and we're also really happy to say that she's an Emerson alum. Keto now joins us on Skype.
Keto, thank you so much for joining us.
You're very welcome. It's nice to sort of semi-be back on campus.
So first of all, I'd love to start with, what was it like to see a script you've written undergo production and come to life on the screen?
Wow, it's pretty magical. It's, you know, it's kind of a dream come true, and honestly, especially for a show like this, where you know, our source is really amazing comic book material, and I'm a huge fan of, you know, Batman and Justice League and so many other comic books. So to be a part of a show like this, A, is incredible, but then to have a script that I helped write, you know, go into production and see all this, you know, see the amazing crew so hard at work, putting those words onto the screen. It's really amazing. And our crew in Vancouver, they worked so hard, and having been on many sets at Emerson and outside of Emerson, to be the one who's not hauling boxes around was really strange for me, but it was wonderful. And again, to see something that, you know, came from a collection of brains, being the writer's room, and then getting to add my little spin on it in the page as I write it, and then to see that go into production and to see actors saying those words, it really is magical.
Well, we have so many students at Emerson that dream of having an experience like that. I'm sure you'd love to just write any sort of script, but what drew you to this niche audience or this sort of genre under the science fiction with a dedicated fan base like Arrow?
Well, I am a fangirl, 100%. I spent my whole childhood poring over comic books and relishing in horror movies and science fiction, and this is just very much my passion. This, you know, niche genre is my genre. It's a genre that I've loved since I was a little kid, and it's a wheelhouse that I love to write in. I love to read. I love to watch. So it's been really exciting to be a part of it, and to you know, all 3 shows that I've worked on so far out here have been in that genre, and there are not a lot of women genre writers out here, so it's kind of a specialty, and it's one that thankfully I've been able to continue to work in, because they don't have that many female voices, and you know, they're like, okay, we need a woman's perspective on this, but not a lot of women write action and write sci-fi and write comics, so you know, I'm one of the few names that pops up, and I'm really thankful for that.
Well, that's great to hear. So are there any other genres that you'd like to explore?
Definitely horror. I love horror movies, and I feel like horror is something that has not been done that much on TV. I mean, obviously recently they're delving into it with American Horror Story and some others, but I love that genre. And if I could ever create and run a show that's truly scary and has, you know, sort of monster of the week elements, and you know, is character driven but has those really scary elements, I would be a very happy showrunner.
Keto, thank you so much for joining us. We need more women writers like you out there. There are a lot of Emerson students that hope to accomplish what you have someday. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Logan, I'm sure you've heard the rumor of the crazy ghost that always causes trouble out on Boylston.
I heard it was just a little girl who fell down the elevator shaft. But either way, you shouldn't believe everything you heard about Emerson, especially when it's coming from Jamie Loftus.
My name's Jamie Loftus for Inappropriate Inquiries, the only place you can find out the dirt about your classmates now and embarrass them when they least expect it. Let's go cyberbully some people in real life. Emerson's full of hipsters. Do you know how to tell a real hipster from a fake hipster?
If they have an Emerson ID.
You know, I think the real hipsters are the ones wearing plaid. The glasses? I don't know.
But wait, that's not fair, because I have actual prescription glasses.
The real hipsters aren't here right now. They're hiding in their bedrooms, sleeping till 2 p.m. and listening to things you've never heard of. So have you heard of the expression gay by May?
I have not heard of that yet.
I have not heard of that expression.
It means when you come here, you're going to be gay by May. Are either of you gay?
Whoa!
Guys, this isn't gonna work out between you.
It isn't.
In a relationship from high school right now?
I'm not, no.
Good call, because you're gonna be gay soon.
As in with a family member?
I try to end all relationships with anyone in high school.
Yes. Are you concerned? Do you normally conduct relationships with your family members? I'm not familiar with your country. So did you know that we have a Will and Grace set in our library?
I did know that there's a Will and Grace set. I have heard of that, yes.
So do you think that that space might be better used by books or something useful?
Maybe, but I think it must be kind of cool to look at the first few times, but then it probably gets annoying.
Tip from me to you, it gets very annoying. I wish that we had books. There you have it. Another year, another 1,000 people I'll never be friends with. For Inappropriate Inquiries, I'm Jamie Loftus.
Communication with your roommates is key to making your living situation work.
Our DIY correspondent, Maggie Morlath, joins us now for more on communicating and decorating at the same time.
Maggie, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you guys for having me. And yeah, I mean, we do go to a school of the arts and communication, so naturally communication is key. And, you know, no matter what kind of living situation you are in, as long as it could be a double and LB or a suite and piano row, there are different ways that you have to work on that group dynamic and the communication in that group. So, something that's nice and easy is to just get a calendar that you can put on the wall. You can all write your own personal schedules on that, just so you're all literally on the same page. But a nice, another idea to do is, you've probably already done it, but made a Facebook group of everyone that's either in your suite or in your room itself, so that you can, just post on the group and say, hey, I'm headed out. Does anyone need me to pick anything up?
That's a popular one. Mine's still active, actually, from sophomore year. Rooming Bros 2013, if you're out there.
Rooming Bros.
We're still friends.
Here.
Yeah. But of course, there are plenty of other things you can do.
All right, so what can we do in the dorm room, bringing it off the computer into real life to be creative?
We have some crafty ideas for you here. One idea is, I have a whiteboard, but you can just do this on any kind of open wall or space that you have in your common area.
Okay.
And if you list different things, like different locations, the DH or class or in studio, and then if you create a Post-it note for each person, and if you write your name on these, then that way it's easy enough to just pop it onto the board and say, we're in studio right now, but we'll be going to class later. We're at work, so nice and easy. I think you guys can
put it right under studio.
Yeah, perfect.
That's where I live, 24/7.
Yeah, so this is nice and easy, but like I said, you can also just do that on a wall if you have the space.
So I see this really cool piece of art here.
So what we have here is personal cork boards for everyone in the room or in the suite. And what you're going to do is take a t-shirt, an old t-shirt, just recycle that and decorate it.
So where can someone go out to get these type of supplies?
Well, I got these cork boards at Michael's Craft Store. They come in a pack of 4, so it's perfect for a big group. And then just take any kind of old shirt you have. I know Anthony brought one.
Yeah, I actually came prepared. This is a high school Tantasco Warriors cross-country shirt. I'm repping my hometown.
Perfect.
Just for some individuality.
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you want to take that cork board and just put it inside the shirt to fit that. Logan, if you want to grab the Emerson Channel shirt.
Okay.
And then I have a shirt from the dance company. And what you're going to do is just cut the front off and then size it up on the cork board so you have it placed just how you want it.
Okay.
And then after you've cut it out and you place it, then you're going to flip it over. And you're going to staple. Logan, if you want to grab that stapler right there. And you're just going to staple around the edges.
Now, can someone use something other than a t-shirt to do this type of project?
Yeah, definitely. You can use any kind of cardstock or maybe wrapping paper, just any kind of cool pattern you want.
Especially if you want to save that special t-shirt.
Exactly,
Anthony.
If you don't want to part with that.
You might want to print something out online or something like that. Also,
Definitely.
anything to express your individuality.
Exactly.
I think that's what we're going for.
And I feel like Emerson students have such a need to have
Absolutely.
individuality. So
I sort of feel like you can always be in the dorm room, even if you're not physically there.
Right.
Well, we have to take another quick commercial break. Maggie, thank you so much for showing us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned though, because Fast Forward Rewind Kitchen is about to heat up.
The Iwasaki Library, located on the 3rd floor of the Walker Building, is a great place to study, do homework, or research. But sometimes during finals week, it can seem impossible to find your own quiet spot to study. When you've reached the point where you need quiet now, head over to the quiet study room on the second floor of Piano Row. But beware, these people take their quiet very seriously. I'm Anthony Monzon, and I support education. Emerson Dance Company is open to beginners and masters in the art of dance. Even though they hire well-known choreographers to teach their master dancers, EDC still has plenty of opportunities. Students choreograph all their biannual performances as well as run the organization. Emerson Urban Dance Theater is another major Emerson dance group. They use less traditional styles of dance in an attempt to tell a narrative. All of the hip-hop, tap, and modern fans should check out their Facebook page, but I don't know how to pronounce their acronym.
Welcome back. Now Jamie Sanders gives us a look at one of Boston's hottest and coolest restaurants, Fire and Ice.
I'm Jamie Sanders, and I'm here outside of Fire and Ice. Things are burning, things are freezing. In this land of edible contradictions, anything is possible. Let's go. I'm here at the Fire and Ice food bar, and I'm gonna pick out some food. Dig it.
Fire and Ice is anything you want it to be. It really is stir fry, it's pasta, it's sandwiches. We can even do lasagnas and pizzas on our grill. We can do anything from vegetarian, vegan, gluten-free to all the bacon you could ever want. Like Monday nights is our student ID night, and it's $9.99 for all you can eat.
We have really cool chefs here. Like, are they all like trained like stunt chefs?
Their spatula talents are out of this world. They are not required to go through any training. They come with that natural talent.
This plate, hand-picked by a master. That's good. That's good. I like that. And you'll like it too, here at Fire and Ice. Thanks for watching, and let's see what I've got cooking in the kitchen.
Jamie is here and fired up to show us how to make some culinary creations right in our dorms.
Yes, I am. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like pasta is one of the most versatile food creations known to man.
It's a college staple food.
It is, absolutely. But the thing is, you don't have to be stuck doing just the same old, oh, I got some tomato sauce, I'm gonna half cook some pasta, and I'm gonna mix it in. No,
well, please enlighten me.
Okay, well, there's more to it than that, because the thing about pasta sauce is that it's supposed to have something added to it. You can have an old spin, a family favorite with it. You know, slings that your mom taught you how to do. I know that right here I have some inspiration from my darling mother. Hi, Mom.
What kinds of pasta do you have for us today?
Well, what I've got for you today is I have these three. I have angel hair pasta, which is, it's basically just a really, really fine version of spaghetti.
Okay.
Then we have ziti, which is those things that you would be sticking your fork through when you were 5 or 19 in my case. And finally, last but not least, a personal favorite of mine, shells, which they're actually, I know that one of the Easy Mac type things is shells, and so I kind of figured I'd toss it in there as something that you can make more than just Easy Mac.
More than Easy Mac.
Exactly, that ramen Easy Mac. You can do better, and that's what we're here to learn today. So let's take a look at some of these that you've prepared for us.
All right, well, this first one here is, and this is all with just basic off-the-shelf jars of sauce, except for this one, which I'll get to later. But the shells here, I have garlic, and then I also used Alfredo sauce, and I mixed those together. I actually cooked the sauce. You don't necessarily have to cook the sauce, but using the stovetops in the, which you can actually find in just about every common room on campus, I was able to heat it up and mix it together into hopefully a more entertaining and delicious contraption. Creation?
Contraption.
Yeah, contraption, yes.
So people on campus can make these type of pastas.
Absolutely, and you guys can help yourselves right now.
I'll take this one since I'm a ginger. I'll take the red sauce.
That's the right one.
That is tomato sauce with onions, sautéed onions in it, and this is a homemade pesto.
Wow.
I went and chopped it up myself, and now you can also add different things to it, which you guys can start adding whenever. And we have peppers, which is chopped red pepper. the bacon, which is the same type of microwave bacon that we had yesterday, except I crumbled it up and chopped it up a little bit. Then we have green beans, and last but certainly not least, I took that same onion that I have in the tomato sauce, and I sauteed it and put some pepper on it.
Sounds delicious. So now, where can people go out to get these type of ingredients?
Well, some of these things you can actually get right over at CVS, but for the more interesting ingredients, I know that this is olive oil was a little trickier to find. This was right over at Shaw's, which is a bit of a walk, but it's definitely worth the trek because there's just so much well-priced stuff there.
Right.
Which is fun.
I was going to ask if you really got this at Fire and Ice because it looks like it came from there. Jamie, thank you for showing us how to do this. Very simple.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much.
That's our show for tonight. Check back tomorrow for an exclusive panel discussion with Emerson students from every single major.
Don't forget to log into those Twitter accounts and tweet at FFRW_ with your questions, and we'll answer them on Friday's show. Have a great night.